The last thing I do is drive that car. I will take that life, man.
F1 the movie roared into theaters with high-octane drama, real-life tension, and some of the most exhilarating race sequences in years. But what if you're still craving more after the credits roll? More rivalries, more speed, more stories of obsession, risk, and victory against impossible odds. Well, buckle up, because whether you're a die-hard motorsports fan or just love a good underdog story, these 5 films will keep your adrenaline pumping long after F1 leaves the track. By the by, I'm the movie guy, and let's start this list. If F1 the movie left you wanting more real-world speed, intense competition, and underdog ambition, then Gran Turismo is your next best ride. Based on the true story of Jan Mardenborough, a teenage gamer turned professional racer, the film follows his unlikely journey from virtual tracks to real-life racing glory. Directed by Neil Blomkamp, the movie delivers thrilling, grounded race sequences that feel immersive and high stakes. Archie Madekwe brings heart and vulnerability to Jan, while David Harbour adds grit as his no-nonsense mentor. The emotional arc hits familiar sports movie beats, and the pacing sometimes rushes key turning points. There's also a bit of a corporate gloss. At times it leans into feeling like a PlayStation ad, but despite that, Gran Turismo succeeds where it counts, making you believe that with enough drive, the gamer really can become the champion. If you're looking for a grittier, more grounded follow-up to F1 the movie, the French thriller Burnout offers a darker, high-stakes ride through the streets of Paris. The story follows Tony, a superbike racer who moonlights as a motorcycle courier. When he discovers his ex is in danger from violent criminals, he agrees to run drugs across the city to protect her, risking his life, his future, and his dreams of going pro. What sets Burnout apart is his relentless pace and the way it fuses action with psychological tension. The racing scenes are fast, raw, and shot with a slick street-level realism. Lead actor Francois Civil gives a magnetic, quietly intense performance. While the story is simple and some of the character motivations could use more depth, the film thrives on pure momentum. It's lean, moody, and pulses with urban energy. If you're looking for another racing drama, Race for Glory Audi vs Lancia dives into the thrilling 1983 World Rally Championship showdown between Audi's groundbreaking Quattro and underdog Lancia 037. The film focuses on Team Lancia's manager Cesare Fiorio, whose clever, sometimes underhanded tactics, like staging homologation and salting icy roads, help his two-wheel drive team punch above his weight. Daniel Brühl plays Audi's Roland Gumpert, but the spotlight remains firmly on Fiorio, whose ingenuity drives the narrative. Visually, the movie nails the 80s look and delivers handsome rally footage, though it often skims on excitement, feeling more like a Wikipedia entry than a full-throttle thriller. Rally fans are divided. Some praise the authentic car sounds, while others call the story confusing or dull. In short, it's a polished underdog tale with smart tactics and period charm, but it lacks the edge and emotional punch. If F1 got your heart racing, Ford v Ferrari is an essential follow-up, an electrifying mix of rivalry, innovation, and raw passion for racing. Based on the true story of Ford's attempt to dethrone Ferrari at the 24 Hour of Le Mans in 1966, the film centers on visionary car designer Carroll Shelby and fearless driver Ken Miles. Together they take on not only the technical challenges of building a world-class race car, but also the corporate politics threatening to derail them. Director James Mangold crafts racing sequences that are thrilling without ever losing emotional focus, and Bale delivers a standout performance full of charm, stubbornness, and humanity. While it leans into Hollywood dramatization at times and simplifies some of the historical nuances, Ford v Ferrari hits all the right beats. It's a gripping, character-driven story that makes speed feel deeply personal. If you are drawn to the fierce rivalries and emotional stakes, then Rush is a must-watch. Directed by Ron Howard, this high-octane biographical drama chronicles the legendary 1976 Formula One season and the intense rivalry between two of the sport's most iconic drivers, the flamboyant, risk-loving James Hunt and the cold, calculating Niki Lauda. The film is more than just race cars and speed. It's a character study of two radically different men pushing their physical and psychological limits. The racing sequences are stylish and visceral, and Howard does a masterful job balancing adrenaline with introspection. Daniel Brühl's portrayal of Lauda is especially gripping, earning critical acclaim for its depth. While some critics felt the film played a bit fast and loose with historical accuracy, Rush is undeniably a compelling, emotional, and beautifully shot tribute to the danger and drama of F1's golden age. Honorable mention goes to Senna, a powerful documentary that traced dramatization for raw, real-life footage and still manages to feel more intense than most scripted films. Directed by Asif Kapadia, Senna chronicles the life and tragic death of legendary Brazilian Formula 1 driver Ayrton Senna, capturing his meteoric rise, fierce rivalry with Alain Prost, and deep-rooted passion for racing. What makes this documentary stand out is its emotional authenticity, composed entirely of archival footage and voiceover interviews. It gives a deeply human portrait of a man who was as spiritual as he was competitive. The racing sequences are gripping, but it's the quiet moments, his humility, his politics, his personal battles that truly resonate. While it doesn't follow the narrative arc of a traditional film, Senna is essential viewing for anyone who wants to understand not just the sport, but the soul behind the wheel. From high-speed rivalries to gritty underdog tales, these films prove that racing stories aren't just about cars, they're about people chasing something bigger than themselves. If I found the movie lit that fire, this piece will keep the engine running. Let me know in the comments which one you're watching next, or if I missed a must-see racing film. And if you enjoyed this ride, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And until next time, keep on watching movies, guys.